I asked both a human and an AI to write a poem about loneliness. The human wrote about a rainy window and an empty chair. The AI gave me, in the silence of the server room, data packets weep. It was surprisingly good, but here's the thing, that AI had been trained on millions of poems about loneliness. It knew exactly what we expect sad words to look like. So I started wondering, is that real creativity, or just really good pattern matching? And that question is exactly what we're digging into today. Let's get one thing straight. AI can produce creative-looking output. Tools like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini can write poetry, compose music, and generate visual art that passes for human. Made in 2024, a piece created by an AI won the SONY World Photography Awards, though the artist refused the prize, admitting it was AI-generated. Midjourney images have sold at Christie's for nearly $500,000. If the market says it's creative, isn't that enough? Not so fast. Here's where it gets tricky. Creativity isn't just about the output, it's about the process. Human creativity comes from lived experience, that heartbreak that made you write a sad song, that weird dream that turned into a painting, that random connection between microwave popcorn and quantum physics that somehow makes sense at 2 a.m. We create because we feel, because we've been through things, because we have a body that gets tired and a brain that gets bored. AI doesn't have any of that. When GPT-4 writes a poem, it's predicting the next most statistically likely word based on patterns in its training data. It's not feeling lonely. It's not reminiscing about childhood summers. It's doing advanced autocomplete on a cosmic scale. I ran an experiment for this video. I gave the same creative prompt to 3 different AIs and 3 human friends. The prompt was simple. Write a short story about a robot learning to dream. Every single human story had an emotional punch, loss, longing, discovery. The AI stories, they were technically well written, grammatically perfect, and completely safe. No risks. No weird tangents. One AI literally ended its story with, and then the robot woke up and realized it was all a dream. That's the machine equivalent of a dad joke, but here's where I start playing devil's advocate with myself. Researchers at DeepMind published a paper in 2023 showing that generative AI can produce ideas that humans rate as more creative than human-generated ideas in certain constrained tasks, and there's research from the University of Montana showing AI outperformed humans in divergent thinking tests. That's the ability to generate many different solutions to an open-ended problem. So maybe creativity isn't this magical human-only thing. Maybe it's just recombination of existing knowledge in novel ways, and if that's the definition, machines are already creative. I think the honest answer lives somewhere in the middle. AI is incredible at combinatorial creativity, taking existing concepts and mixing them in new ways. Need a marketing slogan that combines space travel and coffee? AI can generate 50 options in 2 seconds. For novelty and quantity, machines win. But for transformative creativity, the kind that changes how we think about a problem entirely, humans still have the edge. At least for now. Here's my practical takeaway for this channel. Use AI as a creativity amplifier, not a creativity replacement. When I make these scripts, I use AI to brainstorm angles, punch up weak jokes, and catch stale phrases, but the core idea, that comes from me. The emotional through line, mine. The moment where I decide to go left instead of right, still a human decision. Treat AI like the world's most enthusiastic brainstorming partner. It'll give you 100 ideas, and 2 of them will be genuinely brilliant. Your job is to pick the right 2. If this got you thinking, drop a comment. Have you ever been genuinely surprised by something AI created? And if you want more honest takes on AI tools, workflows, and what all this actually means for creative work, hit subscribe to AI Toolbox Daily. See you in the next one.